The Michaels Canada website has the new mystical blanket yarn.
It's one of the most expensive craft markets in the area. My business is officially registered.
Hello everyone, my name is Bria. Welcome to the vlog. So, I haven't filmed in a few days because after finishing filming my last vlog, I got sick. Sadly, that means I couldn't edit the vlog and post it that week, so I skipped a week of posting, which is very sad. I did crochet some stuff while I was sick. So if you remember this friend, the bow rat that I made in the last vlog, I made another one. This one with the bow around its neck, and it's much more like, what's the word? It's less subtle. Because this one, the bow is very like small and subtle. This one is much more large. I can't think of the word right now, but it's really cute. I also decided to finally make a project. It's a small project, but I've been wanting to make it for a little while. Animal Crossing has a villager named Dora. She's a mouse. She's my favorite mouse villager. So I made a mouse inspired by the Animal Crossing villager. I gave her oval eyes because that's what she has in the game, and little blush cheeks. Yeah, not exactly a one-for-one, obviously, but I wanted to do a color palette inspired by the Animal Crossing villager, and so I did one. And then this is a pattern by Raven and Jade Co. I've wanted to make it for a while. I've had it for a while and I just haven't made it. But it's the Bitty Nibbles mouse. Look how cute. She has a little bonnet. Her body's like a snuggler style body, so it's not stuffed. Look how pretty that is though. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. I think that's all I made while I was sick. Maybe. Oh, also, I forgot. Today is August 12th, Monday. But I have some stuff on my to-do list. Specifically, I want to finish, get tested, and release my Autumnal Rats mod. It's a mod pack by the end of August. So I'm gonna have to get working on that. They're already designed. I just need to get like finalized colors made and make the PDF. Instagram format. Photos. You know what I'm talking about. So right now, the one that I really need to work on is my caramel apple rat. This is what it looks like. Or at least the first draft. The one issue that a lot of people mentioned is that this green is way too blue for a caramel apple color. So I'm trying to decide what colors to use instead. And that's my predicament right now. So if we're just talking about the apple color, I'm trying to decide between these two. This one is the baby blanket Bernat. They're both Bernat. These are all Bernat unless I say otherwise. But this one's, the lighter one is the baby blanket lemon lime, and this bright one is the bright lime. They're pretty similar, but this one's a tiny bit bluer and this one's a tiny bit yellower, and plus, the bright's a bright. So, and then the caramel I'm also having a crisis with. These are my 3 different options. This one is the Bernat Blanket Sand, Big Skein, and is the Bernat Blanket in Sienna. And the small one is not a Bernat blanket. It's from Fabricland in Canada. It's a Taylor Yarns Essential Blanket in the color Sand. I know, gets confusing. So this one would be perfect. The one issue I'm having is that it's not a Bernat blanket and it's not widely available through most of the world. But this is like a Canada only one, so I don't know. That would be my one predicament with using this one in the color list for the pattern, is that's not available very much. The other two, this one's like too yellow, and the Sienna is like too red. This is the hard part. But I think I'm leaning towards using the lemon lime and the Taylor Yarns one. I don't know. But I really should just get started and make something. I think that's the plan. I'm gonna get started on the caramel apple rat. Okay, I'm back. I have the caramel apple rat finished, and I don't know how I feel about it. Tail is the stick. It kind of looks like a chocolate chip cookie, just like this part here. I don't know. Still don't know how I feel about it though. Here are all 3 of my autumnal rats. We've got the acorn. I love this one. We've got the apple. Why do the eyes look so crooked on camera? And then we've got the caramel apple. They're really cute. I'm just not sure about how I feel about the caramel apple. I love the idea. My execution and the colors are just lacking. It could even just be the colors. I need to decide what I'm going to do next. I should do some filming for other videos, not vlogs. And there's just some other administrative stuff I need to do. So I'll probably be working on that next. Or going to sleep. It is kind of late. But I will see you next time I have an update.
Hey everyone. Today is Thursday, August 15th, I think. The more I look at Apple Rat Friend, well no, Candy Apple Rat Friend, the more I don't like it. Which is tragic because I really liked the concept. Execution is not working out for me. Yeah, so I think I'm not going to actually be including this one in my mod pack. In other news, I still wanted to have at least a couple more patterns other than these 2, the acorn rat and the apple rat, in my mod pack for fall. And so I started working on this one. It's really cute. I'm really proud of how the vine turned out because it actually like squiggles back and forth, which is super cool. The one thing I'm not a huge fan of is just how much green is right here. But other than that, I quite like this one. I've been asking my family, which they were part of the reason that I decided not to include the caramel apple rat. Just because, first off, they didn't immediately recognize what it was. The colors are really hard to get down. And just other feedback that they gave me, which I appreciate. It's not like they're trying to prevent me from doing stuff. They're trying to make sure I, do the best I can, which I thoroughly appreciate. And they like this one a lot better. And I agree. Look at it. It's so cute. And I love the vine tail. Well, stem. It's a stem. Still, I don't think I said this already, but it's a sunflower rat. Also, I finally asked the person who did the original candy corn rat if I could include the candy corn rat coloring mod in the mod pack. They said yes. I'll link their account in the description because they're pretty cool. It's Jellycat Crochets, I think. Oh my goodness, I'm terrible at names, but it's okay. Anyway, I made another one, this time with a thin acrylic tail, because the last one I made, oh my goodness, my desk is getting really messy, but I used just the same blanket yarn for the tail, and I feel like it's too chunky, but I wanted to give it a shot and just see how it would turn out. But I still do like the thin acrylic tail better. And this yarn is so cool. I got it from my grandma's house, and the way it variegates is just super cool. Anyway, it's kind of like a vintage yarn. I don't even think I have the yarn label for that one anymore. Either way, if everything goes to plan, these are going to be the 4 rats that are going to be part of the pattern pack. Well, mod pack. The mod is going to be free on my Instagram like usual, and also available as a PDF on my Etsy. Look how cute they are though. I'm much happier with this batch than I was the other batch with the caramel apple rat. Just because the color is more varied. Get in here. I love them. That's really all I've been working on recently. I have been editing mostly and playing Stardew Valley. I got Stardew Valley for my computer recently, and I've been playing with my sister since we only used to have it on the Switch, and currently the update is not available on the Switch yet, and so I got it for the PC, and we've been playing together, and it's been super fun, and the update is awesome. So that's what I've been doing, but that's it for now. I will see you later whenever I film next. Today is the same day. I had this idea. I wanted to make a fairy rat. So basically give a rat fairy wings. Or like butterfly wings, whatever. I already made them too. I'm just not liking them. They look so awkward. Well, looking in the camera, it's not as bad as in real life. I mean, obviously they're not stitched down yet or anything. Also, I made 2 sets. That one's a definite no. I'll link both of them down below. This is the 2 layered one, and this is the smaller one. But I just don't like it. But then I started thinking, what if I made a bow? Like a really big bow to put on the tail here. That would be really cute. So I might repurpose this yarn. We'll have to see though. I'll check in later. It's a bit later. I repurposed the butterfly yarn into a bow. I'll link this pattern too. It's pretty simple, but it doesn't include like string tassel ribbon pieces. And so I just freehanded this random thing that I'll stitch into place kind of like that. So it will look like a bow tail. Now just to sew it all onto the rat. I'm not 100% sure if I want to sew it onto the rat or if I should leave it somehow clipped or tied somehow. I don't know how I would do that, but let me think about it. I finished, and here obviously is the final boat rat. The bow looks really cool. There's the rat. It's really cute. Not what I intended to make from the beginning, but I do like it.
Today is Friday, August 16th. I've returned with wet hair. Please ignore. But I have a few things to share with you. A few things I've made, that I've done, that have happened since last filming. So there's some stuff. First things first, Michael's haul. Of course, what else would it be? I got a order. Well, of course I got an order. I got a pickup order today. First, some stitch marker stuff. Since it's getting into the fall season, I wanted to get some more fall colored beads. I got these ones. They're so pretty. They're kind of like glittery, but like internally glittery. They're called Crackle Quartz. And they're like this orangey color. Yeah, they're really pretty. I just have a random shiny piece of paper in my bag. That's cool. Next, I noticed that Michael's had gotten some new charms. And there's one that was really cute that I wanted to get. It's a little pink snail. Look how cute it is. It's a tad bigger than I would have liked for a stitch marker, but I think it's okay. Next, I got 4 packages of lobster claw clasps. This is a new size for me. They're 23mm, which I have. These are the biggest ones I've ever had, and I'm like, I've been wanting to try some bigger ones. So I got 2 in rhodium and 2 in gold. I'm excited to try these out. Lastly, the yarn. So I've been wanting to try some Lion Brand Feels Like Bliss yarn, and I decided to finally get 2 colors. The first color I got is called Blush. It's like a pale, like, you know, dusty pink. I really like this label. It has like watercolor kind of texturing on it. It's really pretty. The second one, this one is called Cocoa. It's a pastel kind of desaturated brown. I had a very specific plan for what to make with these two. And I actually may have cheated just a little bit and already made the thing that I was planning on making with this yarn. I guess I get to show you that too. It's a tiny baby mouse. I didn't add eyes to it yet. I'm trying to decide still if I want to, but like look how fuzzy that is. And this is my pattern. I love this pattern. It's like my favorite pattern I've ever written. And it was the first pattern I ever published. So you know, but like look, oh, it's so precious and it's so soft. I'm usually used to working with weight 6 yarn for Bernat blanket. This is a weight 5, and it's a little bit of a thinner weight 5. I used a 4mm hook with this. Usually I use a 5 for Bernat blanket. I even considered going down to a 3.5 for the feels like bliss, but the 4 worked okay because it's really fuzzy. It's so fuzzy and it's so soft. I can see why everyone's raving about this yarn now. Speaking of rats though, mice, rats, I got inspired by myself. So I had found this Bernat pipsqueak yarn at the thrift store not very long ago. It was like a full skein. I could have measured it, but it's too late for that now. Either way, it's like a really fuzzy weight 5 yarn, and it's in white. So I've had this for a little bit now, and I'm like, what should I make with it? I think you know where this is going. Look at this marshmallow. It's a little fluffy rat. So I was debating heavily what I should do for the feet because I only have the one color in the pipsqueak. So I just decided to use my Bernat blanket and the worsted weight acrylic for the tail, which like I usually do for all my Bernat blanket wraps. I decided to use a 4mm hook for this yarn as well, and for the Bernat blanket ears. I probably could have gone up a size, but it seems to have worked. And in comparison, this is my apple rat. The bodies are quite similar in size. This one's a tiny bit smaller. You can see the nose here is just like a little bit smaller. But they are quite similar in size, considering I used a 5mm hook for this one and a 4mm hook for this one. I'm kind of tempted to use my fur yarn for a rat. Would that be weird? No, it wouldn't be weird. I think I'm just too scared to. But I am kind of tempted. Because I have this faux fur yarn, what's it called? Easy Knit Fantastic Faux Fur. I got it from Walmart, but it's like this gray and with black undertones. And I've had it for forever, and I don't know what to use it for other than for accents for dragons or whatever. I am kind of tempted to attempt a faux fur rat. We'll see if that actually happens, but that's really exciting. I love them. I love these little two friends. It looks like it's been blow dried. I think that's all the updates. No, it's not. I have been working away on formatting the PDF, well, the Instagram stuff for my autumnal rats mod. There's the apple one, which I showed you just a minute ago. There's the acorn one. There's the candy corn one. And then there's the sunflower one. Those are the 4 that are being included in this mod. I reached out to a few of my friends to ask them, hey, would you like to help test out my mod? Because it's always a little bit awkward doing tester calls for a mod. I like to do tester calls for full pattern releases, but if it's just for a mod, the trend has been just me asking a few people to test it out. That's the plan right now, though. I sent some messages. I'm waiting to hear back. Oh my goodness, I forgot. So there's this Instagram account, looped by Lauren. That was a weird way of saying it, but their stuff is gorgeous. Let me show you. I'll link their account down below. It's so pretty. They use basically only faux fur. For example, that's Crochet. That's Crochet. Look how gorgeous this is. And they freehand basically all their patterns, which is so cool. And they use like acrylic accents. Look at that dragon. But I love their work. It's so gorgeous. I logged onto Instagram not very long ago, and they tagged me in a post. They had made my rat plushie. I am fangirling just a little bit. But look how gorgeous it turned out. Look at that faux fur and the acrylic. Oh my goodness. Look at it. It's so cute. That's so cool. This is like one of my favorite Instagram crochet accounts because their work is just gorgeous. And they made my pattern. It's so cool. I literally like started jumping around my craft room. I'm not joking. I know that sounds kind of silly, but overwhelmed. Getting recognized and noticed and by someone you admire. I don't want to put that pressure on them, but what am I supposed to say? It's so cool. It's insane. Thank you. If you ever see this, you're cool. But I think that is actually officially the news and the happenings of today, and maybe yesterday. I filmed yesterday. I don't know. Either way, I want to make some stitch markers. I probably should also make another run through of the acorn mat because it's probably the most complicated one of the bunch, just to make sure that all the stitches are correct. We'll see if that actually happens. Again, stuff that I can't promise what I'll do. We'll see though. That's the plan. I'll see you when I record next.
So I just spent some time putting the new clips in my organizer and I want to make a fall, what's it called? Stitch marker. These are the vibes. I'm not going to be using all these beads, but I just kind of collect a whole bunch and to see what inspires me and what matches. This is what it's looking like right now. I was kind of going for like a green, orangey vibe. I'll check back in when it's done. Okay, I finished the stitch marker, but first I wanted to show you this cursed button I found. But here is the stitch marker. Look how pretty that bead is. I used a green leaf. This one's like a brownish green. Then the like cracked quartz orange. At first I was like, I don't know if I like the indent there. But if it's a lost button, it might be broken. So, and this is my part of my lost button series. That's why I call them when I use buttons for stitch markers. Yeah, I like this one. It's really cute. I want to test out using a stitch marker with this size of clasp. We'll see. I might just test out this one. What am I going to do next? I don't know. So I have to look through my list and see if there's anything that inspires me. Today is Saturday, and I found these really pretty buttons. They kind of remind me of sea glass. So I'm going to be making an ocean stitch marker. Yeah, this is going to be exciting. Here are the beads I pulled up for inspiration. And here is the final stitch marker. Also, you can see my color inspiration had more yellow in it. I decided to tone down the yellow for this though, and just have like a subtle gold, but it's really pretty. I like this button a lot.
Hello again. Today is Sunday. I'm trying to decide what to do next. I want to make more stitch markers. I'm a bit crocheted out for today. I need to film a reel for tomorrow. Maybe 2 for this week. We'll see. Because I've been posting 3 a week recently. But for now, I think I'm gonna go film a reel. What it's gonna be, I don't know. I don't know yet. I need to look at the stuff I've crocheted that I need to film reels about. And then I might make a stitch marker, or I might just go to sleep and see you tomorrow. We'll see. Yeah, that's the update. Very, very interesting, I know. I'll see you later.
I neglected to film any of this, but I went back to my mini birds pattern that I'm designing right now. I promise it'll come out eventually. I designed a belly version with just the belly, and this is a bluebird, in case you couldn't tell. I didn't know that bluebirds had like reddish yellow, no, not yellow, reddish orange bellies until I started looking at photos, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. Also, I finally gave my math friend embroidered eyes. I can't tell you how difficult this yarn is to embroider onto. The fuzzy makes it like literally impossible to see what you're doing. So, but it turned out pretty good. Yeah, those are the 2 things I was doing. My testers are testing the autumnal rat mods right now, so hopefully that gets out at some point. That's the update though. Do I have any plans for today? That's a good question. I want to make some stitch markers, or at least one. Actually, you know what I'm going to do right now? I'm going to do the randomized fruit stitch marker. Last vlog I completely forgot until I was already publishing the vlog, so yeah. If you haven't been to one of my vlogs before, these are the charm options that I haven't made yet. This wheel is going to be randomizing it out of the ones I have left, and I have to make a stitch marker based on one of the charms that are chosen. So let's give it a spin. It is orange. Okay, cool. So that means this one right here. What am I going to do for this one? I don't know. I'm pretty sure that orange blossoms are white though. I need to look up some plants for reference. But I might do something based on that. That might be kind of fun. Yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Here's what I decided to go with. I did a white flower to mimic orange blossoms. I decided to just have the orange down here at the bottom with no orange beads to kind of look like a branch with an orange at the end. I did a orange looking leaf. Yeah, I think it's cute. I like the little flower. But one thing I might make there have 3 beads on top and 1 bead on the bottom, just because the flower is a little bit symmetrical right now. I don't know yet though, but that's what it looks like right now.
Hello. Today is August 20th, Tuesday. I finally got a package from a friend in the States. It's yarn, in case you didn't guess. There are only 2 different colors in here, but I still want to show you. First off, I finally got my hands on the Bernat Blanket Brights Pixie Pink. This hopefully will work really well for my axolotls and everything else I want pink for. This is the Walmart brand Mainstays pink I was using before, and this is the new Pixie Pink. On camera they look really, really similar, but this one's just a tiny bit lighter and more desaturated. You can kind of see it. But I got 2 Pixie Pinks. Also, the other thing I wanted to show you. This is the other color I use for my axolotls. It is tan pink. I think it's hopefully gonna work really well together. We'll have to see. But in person it looks pretty good. The other color that I'm really, really excited about is Clary Sage Bernat blanket. I'm really happy about this one. So I have been using, this is from the store Fabricland in Canada. I don't think it's anywhere else. But it's the Taylor Yarns Essential Blanket in the color Pistachio. They look very, very similar. But just for any of my Canadians out there who have a Fabricland near you, this one, the Fabricland Pistachio, is just a tiny bit more desaturated. You can kind of see that. But this is really similar, and plus it's a proper Bernat blanket. It's not, the Fabricland one is a tiny bit thinner. Still works really well with blanket yarn. But it's really nice to have like an actual proper green and Bernat blanket. That's a pale green. I'm really happy about this one. And I got 3 of these. But yeah, as I said, that was the whole haul. That's the whole thing. I might make one of the, oh, what was the bird called? Orville? No. It's a bird. It's mostly black or gray, I believe, but it has like a yellowish, orangish belly. I want to make one of those. What else was I gonna do? I have no idea. I need to put the yarn away. That's something. I'll make the bird. Hopefully that's what I end up doing. We'll see. I need to edit. I want to make some more stitch markers. I think that's it for now. I'll see you in a bit.
It's later the same day, but I finished the Oriole. Yeah. I don't have much to say about this, friend. It's cute though. It's the exact same pattern, just different colors as the bluebird that I made. I have everything, instructions and stuff written down. So hopefully, eventually, I will get this pattern out. That's all for now. Today is Wednesday. I want to use my little acorn charm. Well, I have multiple, but I want to finally use my acorn charms and make kind of like a fall autumnal oak tree inspired stitch marker. I'm just trying to decide if I want to include the pink. Because it's not super realistic. I wish it was a bit more red. I think I will just try and see how long it turns out with the pink. Yeah. I'll check in later. I finished. It turned out really cute. It's just like a cluster of leaves. It's so cute. I was trying to do something like this with the zigzag metal pieces, and I did that. I just used too short of metal pieces, so it's all clustered, but it still turned out super cute. Look how cute that is. I kind of want to keep it. I might keep it, but it's really cute. Oh my goodness. Okay, so first off, today is the 23rd, but the Michaels Canada website has the new mystical blanket yarn. They never have the new stuff ever. Ever. And I don't just mean when it's new. I mean, they never get the new stuff at all. Like the Bernat baby blanket frosting, we never had that. The like speckly stuff in the baby blanket, we never had that either. They have the mystical though. Not all the colors are in stock, but they're here. Like, for example, the quartz is here. Also ignore the sticky note. That's to cover my postal code and stuff. But like the teal stream is here. Earthenware. The canyon, I like this one a lot because I don't have very many oranges. I really want the green one. Look how pretty that is. That one's not in stock, sadly. This one's also really pretty. I'd love to make some bumblebees out of that. The purple isn't in stock either, sadly. Most of them are not in stock. I think it's only the teal stream, earthenware, canyon, and the pink quartz. I'm gonna get some of these. It's very exciting because I never get new yarn when it's new. Hopefully the store isn't lying and they do actually have these in stock. That would be tragic if they don't. But I have some other updates for you. Let me turn the camera around.
I've been thinking about this for a while and I already did the thing. I decided to change my username for my business name. Mostly because every time someone goes to look up my business name, which was Bria Crochets, there's like 5 other Bria Crochets out there. So I decided to change it, and it is currently changed to Meadow Sage Crochet. I put a lot of thought into this, and I like it a lot. Hopefully it sticks. We'll see. I haven't crocheted at all in the last, has it been a couple days? I have made a stitch marker. I decided to finally try and use the axolotl charm. I wanted to make like a purpley aesthetic one. There's like a amethyst star bead. It's all purple, which is really pretty. I just wanted to do something purple. Also, I finally have some market updates. I'm not officially in any, but I signed up for some. One that I signed up for is one of the bigger ones in the area. I don't know if I'll get accepted, but I signed up. It's one of the most expensive craft markets in the area, so we'll see. But the sign-up application form was very, very intense. There was at least like 15 signature spots. I'm like, that was interesting. And there was so many like random questions. I mean, they made sense, but like one of the questions, I'm like, what? Actually, a bunch of the questions made me very, very confused and or unsure. Does that make sense? But for example, one of the questions was, what makes you different from everyone else in your category? And I'm like, I do crochet plushies. What do you expect me to say here? It also kind of gave me an existential crisis. Because I'm like, am I actually different? But I came up with a decent answer. Also, I signed up for a Christmas one. So I'm hoping you'll get some market videos in the future. If I get accepted to these. Let's hope. Depending on how this goes, I might cut this part, but I'm thinking about registering my business as a sole proprietorship. So that's been interesting, especially when the forms don't work. And they're like, your PDF reader isn't valid. And I'm like, what? What? Excuse me? I had to borrow someone else's computer to get it to work. So I know, I'm just kind of ranting at this point. I want to crochet though. I just don't know what to crochet. I found a bear pattern the other day, and it's a no-sew bear pattern, and it's kind of like a loaf bear. I've been looking for a good bear pattern for a long time, so I'm curious about this one. I want to try it. I think it does require some sewing, but I might be able to adjust it to make the, because it looked like the muzzle you had to sew on. I might be able to adjust it so that that doesn't need to be a thing. But I need to take a look at the pattern. So I think I'll do that. I'm kind of inspired for that right now. So I'll see you in a bit. I finished the bear. Look. I was too lazy to try and adjust the pattern to make the nose, the muzzle. No sew. So I just sewed it on. But I did move the tail one round back because it looked really weird being up around. In my opinion. It is pretty cute though. I'll make it again? I don't know, but it is pretty cute. I'm looking at my list of stuff I need to make before my next craft fair, and nothing is inspiring me. This is the hard part. Trying to figure out what to make, even though I don't want to make anything. I need to think. I'll see you later. Hello. Funny meeting you here. Today is Friday, August 23rd. I know. I've already done a few hauls in this video, but you know how I told you that the new yarn was here? Well, I did a pickup order and my mom went to go get it for me. Well, she, works near the Michaels. She brought the yarn home. Legitimately, I was kind of worried that they wouldn't actually have it and the website was lying to me because they never have the new yarn, but it's here. Okay, first, the less exciting stuff. I needed more pale green seed beads because I use it a lot to make like plant and vine inspired stitch markers. I was almost out, so I got some more. And I didn't use up a whole thing of this tube. I only had like half of this size tube. It's very small. I found a bracelet at the thrift store that I repurposed the seed beads for. Either way, I'm almost out of those, so I needed some new ones. They're a bit more transparent, but I think it's okay. Also, black yarn. Matches my shirt, but I literally have like that one skein right there of black yarn, and I'm like, I need a backup, so I got some more. I was thinking about getting 2, but I can probably just get more later. It's fine because Michaels usually has black yarn, so it's okay. Now for the really exciting stuff. And all the colors I got seem to be warm tones, like pinks and reds and orange, so there's a bit of a theme going on. So these are the Bernat Blanket Mystical the brand new ones. This one, it's so pretty. It's like a dusty pink, and I absolutely love the like subtle variegation. I'm so excited for these. This one is called Pink Quartz. You know what these kind of remind me of? This color might be discontinued. I don't know. I found it at a yarn store like locally. But it kind of reminds me of this color of Bernat blanket. It's called Ashen Titanium. But just like the subtle color changes throughout. Not even color, but like just value, like light and dark. That's what this kind of reminds me of. Next is this one. Yeah, this one, the color looked a tiny bit purplier online, but it's definitely more of like an orangey pink. Not that you can tell with this lighting. Is that better? But it's called Earthenware. It's very, very pretty. Both of these I just got one. If I need more, or if I love a color enough, I'll probably get more, but we'll see if they even still have it by the time I want more. But I have so much yarn and not enough space to store it. So I just got one of each, except for one color, which I'll show you at the end. Mostly because I didn't have a plan for all of these, except for the one that I got two of. So the next one is kind of like this. It's way more purple. It also like desaturates in some spots. It's kind of like a berry color. What's this called? Oh, berry. Well then. But it's really pretty. I don't know what to make with these yet. They're just like super pretty colors though. And I love the subtle color changes throughout. So for the last one, I got two of these. This is the color Canyon, and it's definitely like a orange, I'd say. I don't have a lot of like oranges. I have a lot of like kind of desaturated brownish reds, but that's the only proper orange I have, which is the carrot orange and the brights, if you can see in the background. And like, look how pretty that is. I specifically want to make like terracotta pots and maybe pumpkins since it's spooky season coming up. But I did actually have a plan for this. Also, I could make carrot rats. Carrots. Oh, I'm excited. But let me just stack these up. Ah. These are all the colors I got. They're so pretty. I'm desperately hoping that they at least get the green and the gray in too. Oh, what's it called? I can't remember right now. But there's a green one, which is like lighter greens and kind of yellowisher greens. And the gray one. I don't know the color names, but these are the ones I got. Also news. My business is officially registered. I went into town. Well, I'm in town. I went to the place with the official business registry and I registered my business. I officially have a tax number. It's very exciting. Also, I've wanted to order these for a while. I finally ordered a table runner for my market displays, and I ordered some updated business cards. They're just one-sided. The back is blank. First off, because they're cheaper. Second off, because I'm like, I can write notes on the back there if people want information and stuff. So I think it's okay. But basically, I got the cheapest option. I wouldn't have minded spending more. I just didn't need it. So, what now? I think today is going to be the last day I have to film because I need to start editing. Yeah, because I need to get ahead of my editing because right now I'm behind. Very exciting. I think I might have to make a carrot. We'll see updates. I think that's it for now, though. I need to stop rambling and actually work on something. So, yeah, I'll see you whenever I record next. So before I make a carrot, because it's almost dinner time and that's going to take too long, I decided to finally use one of my froggy beads I got to make a frog stitch marker. I'm also going to be using this really pretty like flower because I thought, you know, water lily, kind of reminiscent of. I still need to get the hardware, but I was going to do like a green and white theme. So I got some white beads in there. I'm not going to use them all. We'll see what I do use, but that's the plan. And here it is. I was having such a hard time with the arrangement of the beads in the main part, but I think it turned out really good. Look how cute it is. I love like the elegance of the white and the green. Oh, it's so nice. It's so pretty. I need to go eat now though. So I'll come back and make the carrot later.
It's later. I was video chatting with some of my family, and while I was doing that, I decided to use some of the new yarn and make a carrot. I love how this yarn works up. It's so cool looking. And this is the color Canyon. And then this is just a green. I don't remember what it is. But look at it. Oh, it's so pretty. Yeah. I'm trying to decide if I should embroider some stripes on there or if the variegation is enough. It's so pretty though. I love this yarn. I need to make an axolotl with the pink. Someone suggested that, and I'm like, yes, that's a good idea. So I might do that.
I decided to switch where my camera was located. Usually it's over here in front of my mouse. But, I mean, obviously it was in front of my mouse, so I couldn't reach it. So it's on the opposite side of my desk right now. But I'm going to be making an axolotl. Main body, mystical pink quartz. And for the accent color, it's going to be this, like, glitter yarn. And like a corally kind of pink. Again, I think I mentioned this before. I lost the tag for this one. I don't know where it is, so I couldn't tell you where it was. I'm gonna get started. I finished the axolotl. I decided not to use the sparkly coral. I decided to go for this color. It's one of the mainstays ones. It's kind of like the baby blanket Bernat Mellow Mauve, I believe it's called, but it's a little bit lighter. I just felt like it kind of matched better. Also, I decided to embroider the eyes. This is the first time I've ever embroidered eyes on an axolotl, so yeah. But I need to get editing, which means this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know, if you were to get a stitch marker, what kind would you get? Not kind, but like, what type of charm, colors, whatever. Like, for example, purple axolotl. That's an example of something you could comment. But let me know. I'm very curious to see if anyone actually made it to the end of the video and if you have an idea for what type of stitch marker you would like to see. I like getting people's ideas. Give me all the ideas. But again, thank you. Thank you so much for watching.